Welcome back to another episode of BaatShaat. We have been taking some break, but we're back now after a week. So much has happened in the world of cricket. So many test matches have been played. But the most amazing victory that we have seen, or the test match we've seen, is Ben Stokes' miraculous last wicket stand that pulled off an unbelievable victory for England in the Ashes and tied the game. Lucky will be joining me in 10 seconds. But before I go and bring him on to the show, please go and hit that subscribe button down below, the red button of subscribe, and keep watching BaatShaat. Lucky Singh, welcome.
Ranji Salman, how are you?
Good. What a break. You've been traveling, I've been traveling, and now finally we're back.
Yes, back to normal.
Back to what an amazing week it has been for cricket. It's unbelievable.
Everything happens. Everything happens for a reason, and this was a very good reason to light up the Ashes.
Light up the Ashes, absolutely. And Test cricket and the ICC Test Championship is on its way. But I'm gonna start with the Ashes victory. Ben Stokes. So early 2019, Lucky, let's go back to South Africa versus Sri Lanka. 2019 has shown us two amazing Test matches. Kusal Perera, they needed 76 runs of the last wicket, 10th wicket, last wicket. They scored those runs. Today, they took it up a notch. 78 runs was needed off the last wicket. Ben Stokes, at one point he said, no matter where the ball is, if it's in my range, I'll hit it.
And you know what? You could see the passion that he had, that now I'm so close, that he didn't enjoy his century also.
No, he didn't raise his bat at all.
Yeah, he did it when he smashed that last runs. So that was the quality to be noticed.
Absolutely.
It was like, yeah, man, he unexpected, unexpected.
We'll talk about some of the highlights of that game, but first, let me bring the small summary scorecard up. Australia batted first, scored 179. The most amazing thing about this England victory, look at what they scored in their first inning. Just 67 they were bowled out for. They handed Australia 112 runs advantage. And then in the second round, Australia scored 246. They set England a very big total of 359, and look where that brought them. What a victory by every means. Lucky, 67, they got bowled out. Did you expect them to come back and win? Did you expect them to come back and win?
This is Test match, Salman. It has happened. And it has happened 4 or 5 times with England itself. In 2019 or 2018-19. They were 77, 60s, 88, something like that, 5 times. And this is the least one. So it's happening now and then for them. But look at the comeback, that is the quality of Test match. That is why that second inning is always so different,
Yeah.
They bowled them out at 249. That was a good thing to cherish for themselves also, because because they got bowled out at 67. So they already had that in mind, that Salman, the second option was, if they lose this match, they wouldn't have won it, Ashes, this year, because this is the third test, right? So now it is 1-1.
Absolutely.
So they had to make it wide open. That's it.
Our friend RK Repairs, it's showing up. The comments are showing up. For some reason, they're not coming on our screen. On YouTube is saying, good show. Thank you so much, RK Repairs, for your support. They're also saying, underrated show, needs more audience, such a good show. Thank you so much for the support.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Ansh Singh is saying, Lucky, that victory of England is a miracle.
It is. See, you cannot take like what this particular guy, Ben Stokes, did.
Yeah.
But yes, miracles do happen, right? So This is what it is. Yeah.
So, Lucky, let me, before I dive into it, just spare a thought for Marnus Labuschagne. He became the first cricketer to become a substitute player for Smith. Came in the fourth inning in the last game, second test match, scored a 50. Scored 2 50s in this game, 74 and 8.
Exactly, yes.
He's on the losing side.
So, Salman, sometimes, the option comes in a very different way, and you just proved it according to your, quality.
Yeah.
That, guys, I'm ready. So he's knocking on the door right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the scorecard, apart from David Warner, which was his only good innings in this series, Labuschagne was the only one scoring 74.
Exactly. Yes. Look at the balls. 129 in Test match. 129, 74. Oh, sorry.
And the
Yes.
first innings lead was
129.
112.
See, the strike rate 57 is good enough in
Test cricket.
Test cricket, especially
Hands down.
when you are coming for a player who is like Smith,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's already a very big boot to be filled up.
Big, absolutely. Big shoes to fill. Absolutely. And then scoring 74, like 350s on the trot.
And see there 0, 0, 11, 2, 0, 1, 1. So it means he was standing there for a while and the wickets were tumbling around.
And David Warner finally scored a 50. But
Might be the beginning, Salman. He might
yeah,
have got that notch,
it might.
that he might have been waiting for. This guy is like, yes, everyone knows around the world, like, if Warner keeps going, Australia keeps going.
I'll say this. Lucky, your favorite guy. Look at Jofra Archer. His first 5 wicket haul.
Just a beginning, Salman, no doubt. It's just a beginning. This guy is awesome. Yeah.
Oh, Lucky, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
You think this guy has the capability of becoming that legendary bowler? Like, he's got the pace, he's got the fear factor, he's got the brains. Like, he's very much a Dale Steyn. He's gonna scare
Salman,
you.
it's today's, yes, for sure. Today's game, cricket game, or the more they are playing, is all about like their fitness now. That will be the only problem that he might face.
Yeah,
Otherwise, stats, his style of bowling, he's aggressive, he's young, and
yeah,
he's getting the support. The big thing is he right away got the support that when you are on the high,
yeah.
and when you get that from the country, the board is with you.
Board is with you.
You can do miracles. He is also doing miracles. Nobody thought World Cup he will be the World Cup winner.
Oh,
Super over,
without doubt.
right?
Yeah,
So he has already done so many good things for England already.
absolutely.
So
Lucky,
yes.
Sarthak Subedi is joining us on Facebook. His question is, what are your thoughts on the umpiring these days in international cricket? I mean, they needed
we
so.
we are facing a lot of problems here too. Last weekend was like bizarre for us too. Yes.
Two runs were needed. 2 runs were needed by England. Uh, Nathan Lyon had Ben Stokes plumb LBW. There were no reviews left, and he was
Yes.
not given out.
Exactly.
So, what are your thoughts? Is
Thoughts are
DRS doing enough?
Salman, like, yes, we can we like ICC should think about this, like they're making it a fair one, right? So if it is a LB call and they call for LBW, and the umpire, if he is confused, he can do this.
Yeah, he can do this. Yeah,
So it becomes much more easier to be decided, like, okay, this happened, this shouldn't be happening, right?
exactly.
So there are options for them. Thanks, Sarthak, for your question.
Yeah. So, Lucky, let's move on to England's first inning. What a disaster there was. Joe Denley was the only player who scored, got into double figures, 67 all out. Josh Hazelwood completely wrecked the English batting lineup with 30 for 5. And at that time, it seemed like that was it. That was the end of England. That was the end of England and Ashes. And Australia's second innings, again, Marcus Labuschagne was the only guy that stood up for these guys. And I mean, you can see there was nothing in it for England. 359 is a big total.
It was, but Salman, that is what it was. Like, they knew that they have to come over this one, and what a knock that was, no doubt about that. And you can see their double figure of Joe Root. That was a good innings too, and he needed that very badly, Salman.
That win.
Joe Root, Jay Denley, and Ben Stokes. These
Yeah.
were the ones who were actually going for it,
Yeah.
because they needed this win, Salman. Losing wasn't a big factor for them because they were already losing by 1-0, right? To come into the game, they had to win this. Now there will be a decider for sure.
Lucky Ashes would have been done for England.
Exactly, yes. 2 out of 3 was done for them, because this way it is like a morale, getting shocked that you have to win 2 just to tie it. You cannot win it. So now they have a chance to go 2-1, right?
Yeah.
It's 1-1 now. So yeah, it's now mind game, Salman.
Ashes is back on basically.
Exactly, yes.
So
And it was a must one for all these players, like especially Joe Root. He wasn't scoring. This game has given him a lot of
lot of confidence.
confidence on it. And Ben Stokes, you can see that he just proved it.
Yeah. So, RK Repairs, thank you so much for joining us again, and thanks for the comment. Yes, we have this show on TV. If you go to sportstrends.tv, you can watch it on Jadoo. You can watch it on IPTV. I was about to say that. Yes, it's on Jadoo as well. We go live. We don't go live on Jadoo, but what happens is we have reruns of the show that you can watch all day long. So, thank you again for your support. Lucky, question for you. So,
Yeah,
Ben Stokes, I mean, let's go back 2 years, 2017, 2016, the T20 World Cup. You know what I'm getting at. The guy gets
exactly.
hit for 4 sixes off 4 balls. Carlos Brathwaite. Remember the name, right?
Exactly, yes.
And all of a sudden, 2019 has been a year of redemption. 2018, he was suspended from the England team for the bar brawl. He got in a fight at the bar. He was suspended. What
Exactly.
a turnaround for this guy. Like, shows you the character. I always find him a better batsman than a bowler. And I always, when Ben Stokes is on the crease, I feel as a batsman, he's got a better chance than as a bowler. And he's proving it right. 2 times he stood alone. Final World Cup,
Yeah,
80 not out. And now
exactly.
here's Ben Stokes, 135 not out.
Not out. Yeah.
78 runs partnership
Do
with
you
the guy who
remember?
scored 1 run, Lucky. Last
Yes,
wicket,
yes,
scored
only
1.
one run. Yeah. So can
And
you
that
imagine
too,
that? Yes, Salman. See the minutes that guy has stood up there. 60 minutes.
yeah, 60 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, Leach. Do you remember Stuart Broad, Salman,
Yes.
against Yuvraj Singh?
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, six, six,
And
six. Yes.
so these are not the end until you think that is the end. These
That's the
guys have
beauty of cricket.
come up so far from those memories. Like it never happened for them. So that is the quality of a cricketer, a
Yeah.
sportsman, to overcome the problems that they faced in the past. And Broad has taken, like, after that, maybe last year,
Yeah.
8 wickets against, I don't remember the team. So means you can see their comeback. So that shows the potential to come back.
The
They
character.
are a quality, and they are proving it now and again.
Yeah. Character shows as well.
Character. Yeah, they are showing that character.
Zaki, Spera thought Hazelwood got 9 wickets in this game. Jofra Archer took 8 wickets. I mean, Jofra Archer is the one smiling. Spera thought for Nathan Lyon. 2 runs needed. Ben Stokes mistimes the shot. They run for a single, which is in there. The throw comes in. Stokes sends the Leach back. Nathan Lyon, who's an incredible fielder, any given day will never miss the ball, completely drops the ball. Pure run out. The guy was Leach was halfway on the pitch. Bad day or just pressure? What do you think?
Both, Salman, both. This happens to everyone. It has happened to everyone. This time it was Nathan Leon. You
Yeah,
can say that. Yeah,
could have happened to anyone.
could happen to anyone. Yeah, it's immense pressure, Salman. These guys, this Ashes is like World Cup for these two teams.
Oh, it is.
So
I
it
know.
is definitely a very very big um, mistake, you can say, but it does happen.
So, Lucky, as long as there's Ashes, Test cricket is live. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I do miss India Pakistan for this one, man. And
Yeah.
India Pakistan is also an Ashes, whether it is T20, ODP, or Test matches. I do miss that, and I hope literally in future we got to see that, because after this England Australia, there is the big rival India Pakistan for
India,
sure.
Pakistan. And
Yeah,
those are games, Lucky, sold out. People will watch.
exactly, man.
Sold out.
Exactly,
Sold
in
out.
billions, in billions.
Yeah.
Everywhere around the world, if it is T20, whatever it is, three formats, any format, people will watch. They will love watching them play. But yeah, the fate is not our way right now.
Yeah. Well, I hope India Pakistan can come together the way you and I do, and,
Exactly.
and
You
make
just
cricket
touched
the
wood here.
binding
You
force.
just said what I wanted to.
Exactly. Make
Yeah,
cricket the binding force. You're from India, I'm from Pakistan, and cricket brings us together as a passion, right? So
hopefully, yes. Fingers crossed always.
that's the hope. So, Lucky, moving on. What a test match. What a comeback. Uh, England is tied 1-1. Two more tests to play for. I'll show you the ICC update of the ICC championship pretty shortly. But Sri Lanka, New Zealand, complete mismatch. First game Sri Lanka won pretty easily. There you go. Before I could go there, another mismatch, contrasting test match. India versus West Indies in the Ashes. I don't think Amir Bhai, thank you so much for joining us from Toronto. I don't think there can be a bigger ad for Test cricket than the third Ashes. I totally agree. Totally agree.
Exactly. Yes.
And I
Makes
think,
sense. Makes sense.
and Amir Bhai, I think I have to take 1 second here. Jasprit Bumrah was the difference. I mean, 7 runs for 5 wickets, and you should have seen his outswingers. Like, they were just incredible. Forward defense, Holder went forward defense. Lucky, they were just trying to play front foot out, completely defending the ball, not trying to hit, and Bumrah kept beating them and kept taking. I mean, king of outswing, I would say, king of outswing.
Like, he has proved his worth, Salman. And it's not only this day that he's
Yeah,
proving. He has been doing it for years now. So that is what, for the time being, if he's at number one, there is a reason behind it, and
there
he
is.
proved it again.
He did. And if I was to just quickly bring up the India and West Indies Test match scorecard, this was the story of the day. First innings, India all out for 297. My favorite player, Ravindra Jadeja, scored 58. 81, Rahane scored 81. Rahul pitched in. Kohli failed, surprisingly. Pujaras failed. 297, Kumar Roach, 66 for 4. West Indies replied with 222 all out. Uh, some batsmen pitched in, but the star of the show was Ishant Sharma with 43 for 5. India in the second innings, 343 for 7. Rehane again starred. Vihari scored 93. Kohli got a 50 finally, lucky after some time. And then it was all Bumrah. All
Yeah.
Bumrah lucky. What do you say to that?
There is a slogan for him: Bumrah ne kiya Gumrah.
Bumrah ne kiya Gumrah. Yeah,
So he did it again.
totally.
Yeah,
Lucky,
no doubt, Salman. He couldn't take wickets in first inning, but he bowled again well there too.
lucky
It's
is
all about, sometimes luck doesn't favor you. So
that's exactly it.
yeah,
My
if
favorite question has popped onto the screen. Sartak has a question
Sarkar,
for you, Lucky.
choose one between Smith and Virat Kohli. Never. I never compare. I love these both players. I
Sartak,
would easily add the classy batsman Babar Azam also here. They all are different. I love them play differently. There is no comparison. How can you compare? Their style is different. Their motives are different. It's harsh to compare. These guys are greats.
Sartak, I
No
made a
doubt.
fool of myself
If
last
you if you
year.
simply Salman, if you simply see Kohli when chasing is the king, right?
King.
He has
Yeah.
been doing it like years now. Smith, when it comes to like 20 for 5, he stands up to 400 runs. So, like, mentality these guys have is like awesome. The only difference is one is from India and one is from Australia. I could say that. That's it.
But they're stars in their own ways. You have to remember that.
Exactly. That is why sometimes Salman, yeah, everyone around the world, that is why they
Oh, I
are
think we've
compared
lost
also like
Lucky, or
what
maybe
what
it's my
is their
connection.
qualities, right?
But I totally agree with Lucky, what he's saying. Uh, Lucky, can you hear me?
Oh yes, yes.
Sorry, I agree with you, Lucky, because I think they're star in their own way, and we talked about it last show. That we're very fortunate to be living in an era where there's the Smiths of the world, and Joe Roots of the world, and Kohli of the world. And I don't know why Rohit Sharma is not playing this Test match. Don't understand.
Maybe
But
rest or whatever. Yeah.
maybe, yeah, maybe exactly. But there are bigger challenges for India to come.
Oh yeah, definitely yes, Salman. Yes.
There are definitely bigger challenges in this. Lucky, I'm just going to point to something very, very, very quickly here, and that is the ICC Test Championship. Uh, first,
Everyone is waiting for that.
which one is that? Sorry,
Everyone is waiting for that. ICC
right
Championship.
here. Yeah, exactly. So ICC World Test Championship. This is the update, Lucky. Right now, there's been India's one game, 60 points because they've only the series of theirs is only 2 game long. So for every win, they get 60 points. So those guys who are joining us for the first time, or you haven't watched our videos explaining the ICC Test Championship, if you have a game, a series of 5 games, the maximum points per game is 24. This is why you see Australia and England with just 32 points, because one game is drawn, you get one third of the 24 points for tying the game. You don't get any points for losing, and you get uh, whatever the number of games divided by in the series divided by 120. So England and Australia are playing a 5 test series. That means the maximum point per game is 24. India is playing a 2 test series against West Indies. Maximum points available per game are 60. Had this game been drawn, they would have got only 20 points, both teams. So, Lucky, this is the ICC Test Championship table. India are on top. New Zealand, who lost the last game, are now back in the hunt. They're on second. Sri Lanka 60, Australia on 32, England on 32, and South Africa, Bangladesh, and Pakistan haven't played any test matches yet. The 3 teams that do not feature in this championship are Zimbabwe, Afghanistan, and Ireland. So, Lucky, I think this is very exciting to see ICC Test.
Yes, they have brought something new for the
Yeah.
excitement, and this is good. This
Yeah.
is really good.
Like test matches mean something now.
Oh yes, Salman, you have seen like rain might have interrupted the results.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you have seen almost 90% of the games are having results. So it's good that none of the team is playing negative cricket right now.
No.
They are just going for a kill or get killed.
Because like the thing is, I mean, I love that. Because if you go for a draw, you're losing 2/3 of the points.
Exactly. That is what
Right.
I'm saying. Like, yes, if you want to be at the top, you gotta win.
You have to win. So I
Or
think
you
you'll
just
bring
or
that.
you just lose it or you win it.
Yeah, it'll bring that urgency. I mean, the second
Exactly.
test, Ashes test, got drawn because of rain, extensive
Yeah, that
rain.
is what I'm saying. Like, yes, 10% maybe like rain and all, but nobody is playing negative cricket right now.
Nobody's. You're right. So many days were lost in Ashes because of rain. You still got 2 results out of 3 games.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sri Lanka versus New Zealand,
Same.
rained out 3 days, still got 2 results.
Exactly. Yes.
Right. So India versus West Indies, still got a result, Lucky.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think teams are going for the win.
For the win. Yeah. And
Because
makes
every
sense
point
also.
matters.
Salman. That is positivity. That is
I think that's the
positivity. Yeah.
biggest positive ICC Test Championship, I would say.
Exactly. Yes.
Biggest positive. Lucky, let's move on from the Test world. Let's get into the T20s. Even though these teams are busy playing Test matches, Pakistan's taking a break, Bangladesh is taking a break, South Africa is taking a break. But there's something going on out in the associate world, which is very important. ICC Men's Qualifier Tournament for the Americas region, which is 4 teams: Bermuda, Cayman Islands, USA, and Canada. They clashed in a tournament for T20. The winner goes on to play the qualifier. Well, guess what? We're both Canadians. Canada actually took it home.
Yes. Yeah.
Unbeaten throughout the tournament. What a proud moment for Canadians and all the
Exactly.
players.
They are back again. Yeah.
Back again. Dylan Helliger took the best bowlers trophy. He was a star in the global T20 and he took the best bowlers trophy. So, Lucky, few words for Canada. What does this win mean for Canada?
See, Salman, before this tournament that started for the qualifier, we already had a talk like the T20 that happened. That was the platform they played with the quality players around the world,
Okay.
right? They bowled like bowlers like Gale, who can go hit you 100 meters of sixes everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Afridi was there. There means so many examples of number of players were there. So that already gave them that morale, that if we can bowl them, we can go and bowl the
Bowl
other
to
guys.
anyone. Exactly.
So that was already a morale booster, and they needed that. And Canada have to come out of Canada to play these kind of games,
That's
so
right.
that these guys gets used to with the environment, the overall environment of the outside Canada.
So, Lucky, the pressure, if you look at the pressure, uh, you're right, because when you're bowling against Gale and Sammy and, Pollard, you mentally, they're going to destroy you any given day,
Exactly.
every ball.
Even Salman Afridi at this age also, if he hits you, it goes for 80, 90 meters. So yeah, it's a big one. Definitely yes.
He's still better than a lot of players out there.
Exactly. That is what I'm saying. Like when you bowl to these bowlers, batsmen, you got to get confidence for those ones who are not that name like Chris Gale. If I can bowl Chris Gale, then I can bowl anybody, right?
That's exactly. So I think that the confidence they took, and I
Exactly.
think I
Yes.
think
Positives.
one of the
That,
things
those were the positives. Those
exactly
2 to 3 weeks were the positives for Canada.
positive. And
Definitely
this
yes.
is why I think lucky tournaments like these are so important. Like Global T20, what it's doing for Canadian cricket, you saw the result within 2 weeks. The same team lost in the WCL Division Two. They couldn't get the ODI status, and now they're actually like easily
Doing
straight
wonders
into
now.
it. There was no team that could match them. Lucky, no team
Yeah,
that could
they
match.
outplayed everyone. Yes,
They were the
yes,
Canada of olden days, 2001
exactly.
and
Yeah,
2003. They could win easily. So I'm just so excited and happy to see that happening.
exactly. Yes, for Canadians, yes, it's a good sign.
Yeah.
It might be a beginning again.
So I think the challenge for Cricket Canada is how do you keep that momentum going when those
Going.
harsh winter months come?
That is
Because
what I said. Like you have to keep filling up these gaps in a
yeah,
year. That it's not a long gap again when they come back and they play only for 2 3 weeks. No, that is not going to work. They
exactly.
have to organize some tournaments like these ones.
Well, I hope cricket keeps growing the way it is, and I hope Canada keeps going forward at every level. Kudos to all the players. There's so many good
Yeah.
performances throughout the tournament. I don't want to take every name, but there's so many good performances. The whole Canadian team should be congratulated for the
It,
success they've
it
had.
was a teamwork, Salman, that
Total
they
teamwork.
they won it and they
Yeah.
got qualified. So
Yeah,
yes,
exactly. Dhaliwal, captain, the scoring century. Ravinder Paul scoring centuries.
wow.
Bowlers taking wickets. Saad bin Zafar bowling well, and all these guys. I think it's
Overall
kudos.
performance. Yeah.
Exactly. Kudos to Nitish Kumar. Everybody pitched in wherever there was a need. So I think very happy to see that. With that, we're gonna end the show tonight, Lucky. We have another one in half an hour. Those who are joining us, girls, women's cricket has found a voice on BaatShaat. They'll be going live in half an hour. We're very proud of that. So make sure you do watch that in about half an hour. Cricket with Bayama. They will be coming on. Lucky, with that, we'll end the show, and we hope to be back tomorrow around this
Oh
time.
yes,
Any
yes.
any words for the viewers?
Viewers, especially the soccer's one, we might come with the show for Premier League tomorrow. We'll update you pretty soon about it.
Very disappointing loss
So
for Manchester United. So
don't yes, don't start now.
Lucky
There
told
will
me
be
not to go there, but
there
I
will be
still
another
went there.
show right away. Yeah, we will do it on that with somebody coming from Nepal, the Manchester United fan club.
Oh, yeah,
So hopefully we will be back tomorrow with that. So
exactly.
stay tuned, guys, and thanks for supporting everyone.
Exactly. Much appreciated. Oh,
Yeah,
hold on, Lucky. I think we have a comment. Oh, Farrukh Siddiqui, congratulations, Team Canada. Absolutely, Farrukh bhai. You were supposed to join us today. You couldn't, but Lucky and I still, carried the flame forward. So, congratulations to Canada, and
once
hopefully,
again, yes.
exactly. Okay, Lucky. With
Yeah,
that, good night
we'll
from
see
my
you
end.
tomorrow. Yeah, good night.
See you tomorrow.